What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Dr. D-Dub here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play RollerCoaster Tycoon. Between last episode and this episode, I found one website that I am basically using for the entirety of this park. I'll link it down in the description below if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the names I'll be using. But most of these names in this park are going to be very Egyptian themed, ancient Egyptian culture. I found this website, I started reading up on it, and I actually was familiar with a lot of the terms. If any of you have ever played a game called, what was it called? Tomb Raider, Temple of Osiris, I believe is what it was called. The entire game revolved around ancient Egyptian culture. And as you can see, I just maxed out our loan there, 20,000. But a lot of the names are going to be names of gods or terms, things they believed in, very like culturally significant things. I don't know. But it's going to be really cool. I'll delve into a little bit and I'll explain some of it as I go, just so the names kind of make a little bit of sense. But again, if you'd like more detail about some of the words I'm choosing, please feel free to check out the website that I'll link down in the description below. It is pretty awesome, and this is me crediting that website because all those names are pretty cool. One thing I need to do, I'm going to build a ride back here in Duat, and one thing I want to make sure to do is we have 3 tiles. Actually, you know what? Let me just do it now. That'll save me a lot of work. I was about to say, I need to make sure that I account for having this extra land in the back so I don't just have 3 tiles along the entire back section that are just undeveloped. But I'm just going to buy it all now. It's not like this is expensive. This is only going to cost me, what, not even 2 grand? Yeah, like 1.5, I think. Somewhere close to that. But we're going to go ahead and build a crazy caterpillar design real quick. And I'm thinking we can do... I actually don't know how many rides. But either way, this is going to be... This will kind of frame this section. Frame is a... I don't know if that's the word I mean to use, but... Either way, it's going to be good. I am... Like I said last time, I'm just so excited for this park. It's awesome. The theme I'm getting so into, and that's really going to make this park even better, I think. Just me getting excited about it, it's going to help a lot, I think. That actually is a kind of cool lift design. I kind of like that, and we'll stop it right there. That should be plenty high. And this is going to be... I don't really know. As far as... I've got a name already in mind for this and a paint job, which is, again, having a website with a list of terminology and names, and it makes it so cool. Can I go straight there? I can. Perfect. And it's going to make it a lot easier for me to come up with names, and it's going to add so much to this park. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store for you guys. It's going to be really cool. So this is getting pretty busy in this area, and that is okay with me. However, actually, no. We'll do just the one helix down there, and then kind of spread ourselves out in this direction a little bit. I will build another ride or 2, at least, in this back section, but I'd like to kind of do what I always say, where this is my condensed portion, and now we're going to do a little bit of a spread out portion. Can I do unride photo sections on this? I cannot. Okay, I was going to do one right there because that's a perfect place for it. So we just went from 10, we'll go back up to 10 because we dropped from 18 to begin with. So we should have plenty of speed here. So we'll actually go up a little bit more. We just got a Ferris wheel as well. Awesome. I don't want to go any lower than 8 right here, because if we do end up doing walkways, which, I mean, why am I saying if we end up doing walkways? Of course we're going to end up having some walkways. But I want to make sure that they can clear those with a height of 2. So these are all at 6. That's at 8. You guys get it by now, I hope. All right. So I'm just kind of meandering this about. We'll go over the hill right here. Ooh, this would actually be a really perfect spot for another helix down, because it will line us up right on that hilltop, which is wonderful. And I think that's pretty good. This leaves us with plenty of room to add rides and footpath and all of that. So we'll probably make our way back, or start making our way back. We won't go there quite yet. We'll actually touch down here and then go back up to 9. Turn it. And we might actually end with a helix down. So if I do a small helix, that lines up like that. So that puts us at 8, 7, 6. Perfect. So we just need to take this straight a little bit more. And then we should be able to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. And we'll add 1 set of brakes here, just to play it safe. 9 miles an hour. Perfect. That is finished. Awesome. Can I get away with that there? Oh, I can. I wasn't expecting to be able to. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out the pathway for Duat. And again, we're going to do somewhat of an entranceway. Hold on. I actually don't like how this turned out here. So we will... Actually, I have to do that, don't I? What are... I'm wanting to do one piece of flat land right there. Okay, we can get away with this. We just need to do... Hold on. This will make sense in just a second. So we actually will do the same thing we did right there, because we need one piece of straight. Then we had a steep incline up. We turned it, did one of these, and now we can flatten it and do an S-bend to the left, and that should work out perfectly. It is rare that I attempt something and it comes out perfect on the first try. But that time, it did. So now that we have this one tile flat, this is where we're going to bring out Duat's walkway. And so we'll go up for 1, 2, flatten it out. I actually don't like this. Oh, yeah, that's cool looking. I think this is our first time actually playing with different support styles. That actually looks really cool. I am a fan. That's awesome. Okay, so if we bring out the main walkway of Duat, I think I want it to be kind of right here. Along this, that leaves us one tile to put some decor on this side if we choose to do so. I don't know if we will, but it's there if we want to do it. And this is going to exit on this side because, again, we're going to do sort of a main entrance into Duat from this side, which I did decide, obviously, I'm expanding it all the way along this back stretch of our park. So it will work out beautifully. Okay, I wanted to do something cool with the entrance, and I don't know what that is yet. That gives us room to put something right there in the middle, which I think will be nice. And then let's bring this all the way back out. And are you noticing that? That actually changes how our lines look. That's kind of cool. I didn't know it did that. It changes the siding. Do you see the difference there? Like if I change this, let me just build some of the old one because I think I'm actually going to go back to it. But if I take the same path and lay it back over this, it changes the handrail style, which is really neat. I didn't know you could do that. I don't think you have any option but white for the handrails, but still, I am learning something new in RollerCoaster Tycoon. That is kind of rare. All right, let's get a mechanic over here. Oh, he can just do that. There you go, Mechanic 3. We'll name this guy Caterpillar because I think they're called the Ladybird cars. But let's actually try rocket cars. That could be cool, and it'll fit a little bit better with the name I've got in mind for this one. So we're actually let's name it first so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So, welcome to my very first kind of Ancient Egyptian lore with Dr. D-Dub. So this is going to be Ket. So K-H-E-T. The word Ket, let me find it here. The word Ket. Okay, so this is a flame. It's the word for flame or fire. Fire was embodied in the sun and in its symbol, the uraeus, which spit fire. Sorry, I'm reading from this website right now. Fire also plays a huge part in the Egyptian concept of the underworld. It is one of the very terrifying aspects of the underworld, in which it's kind of similar to Christians' version of hell, except there's fiery lakes and rivers, and it's inhabited by fire demons. So Ket, which is fire, we're actually going to name this Ketching Fire, which I think is really cool and kind of clever, which I always like doing clever rides. And this, we're going to make it black and red. Actually, what if we add a little bit of orange in there? Orange supports with black and red. Kind of gives off that fire vibe, I think at least. And then we can do different colors per train. And let's do a black with red seats and red rocket thrusters there. That's kind of cool. We'll do a red with a yellow. I'm trying to make these all flame looking. We'll do a yellow. We'll actually do the lighter yellow here, or the goldish yellow with orange. And then I'm thinking an orange with red. Orange. The orange and yellow looks good too. Yeah, orange and yellow I think looks better. Let's see what that looks like on the track. Oh, yes. That is so cool. Oh, yes. I love it, guys. This is awesome. Catching fire. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. Let's see if it works as well as it looks. Let's give this thing a test. That was fire. 100% pun intended. That was really cool. It had a lot of speed, which I like. The excitement rating isn't insane, but we will rectify that here shortly as we develop this area, build more rides, and decorate everything. It's going to rise. So just like fire, it will be rising. Okay, enough fire puns. Okay, 480. Ooh, and I just love the paint job on that thing. That looks so cool. And the engines, the rocket thrusters, make it actually look like flames coming out the back. So cool. Okay, catching fire is open. We actually need to hire another handyman for all the walkway we just added. 3. Yeah, he can cover all that. And I'm not too worried about that one tile right there. At least not yet. We'll cover that once we build some more. Actually, I don't want any benches here or any trash cans because we're going to end up decorating all that. And I don't want it to look bad. We will do one or a couple trash cans here, though. And then let me actually build another restroom just to hopefully prevent people from throwing up. This isn't an extremely nauseating ride, but I'd like to play it safe. Open that. Make sure we're still charging 10 cents. We're not. Shame on me. I'm sure our guests appreciate it, but I don't. And then we're going to do kind of that same pillar, broken, crumbling pillar design over here as well. So we did it on what? The inside quarter there on this side? Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, and then we'll have a broken one there. No, there. There we go. So we'll add 3 of these. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. And then we need something in the middle here. And I think it could be kind of cool if we did... What do these look like? 2 of those there, and then another 2 here. That's kind of cool. I like that. We're going to stick with that. And let's actually add, while I'm looking at it, a few more kind of broken down pillar things here. We'll actually add, if we can, one on either side of the entrance. That looks kind of cool. And then one on either side of the exit as well. Oh, I was hoping that wasn't going to be in our way, and it wasn't. That's perfect. We'll add a little bit more of this around here. And then let's add... Ooh, what else can I add to make this... Let's add a brick wall. Or a stone wall, whatever this is. Kind of separating off the station here, so it's not as easily accessible from the outside. Ooh, I like that. Look at that. That cost us what? Maybe 60, probably more than that. Not even $100 to do, and it looks so good. And let's see how much that upped our excitement rating already. We were doing 480. We can already charge 20 cents more just from doing that little bit. Wait until we add rides and other things throughout this area. It's going to be that much better. But that did cost us a little bit of money. We're not making a ton of money currently, which kind of has me worried. We need to build a little bit more, I don't know, with making money in mind. I know I am decorating as I go, and that is going to cost me money to do. I'm aware of that. But, ooh, we got an information kiosk. This will actually be fairly profitable. Information kiosks. What color do we want on umbrellas? I'd rather... Duat is just a section of our park. I don't want our park to be focused around that, so I'm not going to do black. Let's actually do green, because this will fit nicely in our Oasis. And after all, this is Atlantic Oasis. I want that to be the highlight of the park. And it's going to be a few episodes till we build that, so please bear with me. We'll actually try to make a little bit more off of this. We'll make our umbrellas $3 and see what people have to say about that. I definitely want to watch their thoughts. See if people still buy stuff. No one has any thoughts about Information Kiosk 1, but it looks like people are still willing to purchase an umbrella. So that's good. Let me go ahead and get another one of these at the other end. Can do one on the corner right there. And then we did that lime green. Perfect. Open that up, and hopefully people start buying up some umbrellas, because that will definitely help our revenue stream. We unlocked something small, gentle. It was the Ferris wheel. Let's go ahead and build the Ferris wheel. And one thing that's cool about this whole naming scheme is that I need to kind of come up, well, I guess it's not something cool about it, but a thing that, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I need to kind of think of the name before I place it, because if I think of a really cool name for a Ferris wheel, I want to make sure I'm putting it in an area where it fits. And as I'm saying that, I actually just came up with the name. So let me go ahead, and this is going to go, doesn't matter where in our park it goes. We'll just put it, let's put it over here. I think this is a nice spot for it. Let's actually bump it up 1. We'll do the entrance in the front, and then the exit on the back. And we can run our footpath out for the exit on the back side, which I think looks nice. And then we'll hire one other mechanic for this area before I forget. This guy is... what's his name? Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller. And what else was I doing? Oh, that's our handyman. Perfect. I needed to make sure he could grab that, which he now can. And then we already have someone covering all of this, so when we build our entrance here, it won't be in the way. Okay. I'd like this to connect up there. I'm trying to make all my lines a little bit longer. I couldn't tell you why. I just feel like they need to be longer in this park. So I'm doing just that. And let's actually build a little bit of decor around this one. Nope, not there. Right there. I want this to be kind of surrounded by these things. I think that could be kind of cool looking. Trying to do them every other. How's that look on this side? That looks nice. I'd like this to come in a little bit sooner though. And we can get rid of... there we go. That's perfect. It's all kind of sectioned off now. Although, I did these in the back and I did this one. You know what? It's fine. Not gonna worry too much about it. Actually, let's delete both of these and put one right there. That still looks nice, I think. And it lines up over there. I hope that makes sense. I like that. Let's actually put one of these right here. Why I think that looks better, I don't know, but I think it does look better. And I don't know also why I just thought of that. Oh, but that's one thing to note. You can see I have the ability to place it pretty much in the same spot, but it's on two separate tiles. You saw just there, I put that, it doesn't line up. That means it's on the inside of this tile, and there we go. It looks clean. So that's one thing that's kind of important to pay attention to whenever you build those fences, is to which tile you're actually placing them on, because it does make ever so slight of a difference. Okay, Ferris wheel 1, let's go ahead and open that. And this is going to be Zodiac. Zodiac, a Zodiac symbol actually looks quite a bit like a Ferris wheel. It's circular and it's kind of divided up into kind of pie-shaped pieces, just like a Ferris wheel is. So I think that works extremely nicely. And as always, let's bump up our rotations to max. I don't think forward and reverse. I think I tested that once. There's no difference. We will stick with forwards. And look at that. That bumped up that excitement a ton. 311. 310. There we go. Perfect. And then zodiac signs are... I only know this from the 2 seconds I spent on Google Images, but the few I saw were very brightly colored. Purples, yellows, greens, blues. They were just very, very vibrant. So I'm going to try to replicate that a little bit at least. Let's see if this lime looks any better. Ooh, yeah, it's a little bit brighter, which I like. Zodiac is now complete. And I'd like to build one more ride. I'm thinking a car ride. We also have a slide, so we'll do 2 rides. And let's add this slide. Ooh, I don't know. Right here. This spot's probably not going to get used for anything else. Actually, no. Let's try to spread things out a little bit. I'd like to have people, or I'd like to have a ride throughout our park. What am I trying to say? We didn't cut off our path when we started this, and so now we have rides at opposite ends of our park with nothing in between. So I want to give them something to ride in between, which in this case is going to be a slide. I think that connects up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It clearly does, because our handyman is already walking all the way down. And it looks like he can already cover that, which is perfect. We will need to hire another mechanic here. There we go. Slide. Slide Sid. I'm trying to give them like somewhat of names, minus Caterpillar and Duat 1 and 2. But maybe I'll try to do that more moving forwards. And until we get any, I don't think there's any themed entertainer designs. It'd be cool if you could have like a mummy that came with the Egyptian theming objects. How cool would that be? I think it would be pretty cool. And I'm just now realizing we didn't name or put a sign over here at Duat. So let's do that. Where do I have the option? Oh, I was about to say, where do I have the option to paint the sign itself? But you only have that option when you do these, because you can actually change the color of the banner. You can't change the color of the stone. And we can't have this be Happy Land. That is quite the opposite of the vibe we're going for here in Duat. I love saying that word too. It's fun. Duat, Duat, Duat. Okay. Oh, and one little tidbit I will share, since I'm looking at that line while it's raining. I mentioned last episode I looked at a guide for Mothball Mountain, which was Quadricolor, the park we just got finished with. And on it, oh, I need to close that. And in that guide, it said one of the tips for that park was to make your lines as long as possible, because people only make the decision about whether or not they want to ride the ride while it's raining at the front of the line. If they're already in line and it starts raining, that doesn't have any effect on their willingness to ride the ride. So if you build extremely long lines, you have enough people in your line, hopefully, to continue loading onto the ride for the duration of the rain, and then when it stops raining, people will continue to fill back into your line, which I thought was really smart and something I wish I had thought of by myself, but I didn't. But that's a nice little tip moving forward that I might try to do on any park I know or realize that it's raining a lot on, because that will help us make so much more money. And our name for this slide is going to be Sobek's Slide. Now, Sobek is another god. Anubis is a god. It is a jackal-headed god. And I believe he's the god of... Hold on, I got it here. It's a jackal-headed god. He was the guardian of the necropolis. And Sobek is a crocodile-headed god who was admired and feared for his ferocity. Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff that I printed out a bunch of terms that I thought would be good for this. And the rest of it doesn't really relate to this park. So if you want to learn more about Sobek, again, the link to the website I'm using is in the description. Sobek Slide is nice and ready to be open, which it already is open, so I don't know why I said that. But let us... I don't know why this stops here. I think that would look nicer if it expanded or extended all the way to the path. And which tile are we on here? I think we're on this one. Was I wrong? I was wrong. There we go. Why that looks better? I don't know, but I think it does. And let's bring that out. And then we'll actually kind of enclose this slide. And we'll do a little bit more decor as well. Let's get a lamppost over here. And then we'll do a couple of these again. I think these look so cool. They add just so much. They're so easy to do. Yet I never do them. But look how much better that looks. And then we can just add maybe a few of these in the back here. I'm trying to be somewhat symmetric with it. I think that looks pretty cool. Sobek Slide is now open. And let's actually add a tree here on either side. Nothing crazy. Canary palm, cabbage tree. These cabbage trees look kind of cool. Let's add one of these on either side, because Sobek is a crocodile And that is the color green. That is my reasoning for doing that. I don't want to put many, if any, trees in this park, with the exception of our Oasis that we're going to be building once we get the money to comfortably do so. I imagine it'll take me $3, $4, maybe $5,000 to build the Oasis. So I'm making sure we have enough money to accommodate the build of that. That's nice and crocodile-y, right? Let's actually do a lighter blue and a lighter green. That's all a little bit too heavy for me. And now this looks bad. So let's change that. We'll try the same one. Let's actually just do white. That might be better. There we go. Okay. That is Sobek's slide. There we go. That's even better. I like that. Okay, now that is Sobek's slide. Perfect. Okay, I think we're at a point where we're making decent money. I know I said I wanted to build a car ride as well, but I believe I am out of time for this episode. But we successfully built Catching Fire, a beautiful and pretty successful, from the looks of it. Oh, this is a prime example of our lines here. So no one's going to want to ride this now. Except a couple people. Or never mind. Not a great example. But had all those people turned away, this line would probably be enough to last us until it stopped raining. But anyway, we built this awesome steel mini coaster. We built Zodiac, our lovely Ferris wheel. And Sobek's slide. I think that was good progress for this episode. The more money we have moving forwards, the more we'll be able to build. That is going to be kind of a theme in all of our episodes here, is that I can afford to build 2 or 3 coasters in one episode at the end of a park. But in the beginning, I just don't have the funds to do that. So if I don't build a lot in an episode, it's not because I don't want to. It's because I don't have the money to do so. But alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. I know I certainly have. This park is so much fun. And it's only going to get better from here. I cannot wait until we get to build our Oasis. It's going to be so cool. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Again, I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, take care.